Hey, folks, this is your host, Richard. I'm stationed here in Cleveland, Ohio. Welcome to another talk show called Hard Hat Conversations. Where Hard Hat Conversations is about talking about problems and trying to, at the end of the show, come up with a solution. So sit back and hopefully I can entertain you and give you some education along the way as I learn from you folks as well as I study and look up all this information that I'm feeding you because everything I come from, there's a source. You can look it up and everything. It's really no commentary at all. If it is, it's probably like this, and I'll let you know if I'm doing it. So let's get into it. Let me go to my notes, folks. You know I like to go to my notes all the time. I like to say happy Cinco de Mayo Day to my fellow Mexican brothers and sisters. It's Monday, May the 5th, 2025. Um, Cinco de Mayo Day is a celebration of the Mexican army defeating the French. I might butcher this word, so forgive me. I think it's called uh, Puebla on May 5th, 1862. That's the Mexican army was invaded by the French. They was trying to take over, and the French fought back against the odds. I mean, the Mexican uh, um, fought back against the French against the odds, and they beat them at the Battle of Puebla on May 5th, 1862. That's why we celebrate Cinco de Mayo here in Mexico and parts of America. Just to let you know, it's not Mexican Independence Day. Mexican Independence Day is actually celebrated on September the 16th. So let's not get them too twisted together. It's two separate things. Okay, folks? So happy Cinco de Mayo Day to my fellow Mexican brothers and sisters. All right, folks. I'm going to run local real quick here in Cleveland where I'm stationed at. I just want to bring up something that was brought to my attention. There's an election tomorrow, Tuesday, May the 6th, at a local 1050 UAW. So whoever part of that knows what I'm talking about. That's the election at local 1050 UAW. They're voting for their officers of the union, local union. So I just want to tell everybody, get out there and vote. Don't let nobody tell you it don't mean anything. Apparently it does because a lot of people run for that position for all types of reasons. Some good and not being. This is hard hat conversations and some bad. Because wherever there's good, there's bad. We have to tell the truth, folks. You know, some people want to run to actually help folks uh, when the company is coming down on them. And also, some people want to get in there just to get a little power so they don't have to do no work. And that's the truth, folks. It's not picking on anybody. Just it's the nature of the beast. Where there's good, there's always bad. So that's how we have to take it. I'm not gonna stay on it too long, folks. But I just want everybody to get out there to vote. I don't care if you've been there 30, 50 years, or you just got there a year ago or 6 months ago. As long as you got the right to vote, let your voice be heard. And I know it's hard because a lot of people, especially the old timers that have been there a long time, they have more information for you, which is good. They have good quality information that you can learn for if you just got there. And also you have to be careful as well because there's a lot of old timers that just don't want nothing to change. And sometimes change is good, folks. I think there should be term limits on positions like that, just like in in politics, just like in the Senate and the House. They got term limits for the president. So I think once you start allowing people to be in the same positions for too long, I think it start becoming a dictator type stuff, where at first they go in and with good intentions, and they do some good stuff, folks. They really do some good stuff, but longevity becomes an enemy when you're in positions like that because you start thinking that you can do whatever you want as you grow older and stuff. I know we don't want to say that, but like I said, there's good with the bad. Not all of them do that, folks, but some do. So I think change is good, and I think um, the word union means come together. It's a union, like a marriage. It's a union as you become as one to fight against all odds. And sometimes, it's not saying that the company is bad. The company do good stuff as well. But when they do step over the line, the union is there to say, wait a minute, get back on your line and let's reason with some stuff here. So there's a give and take with both sides. That's why you pay your union dues, folks. So don't be afraid to say that you disagree with something. It's okay. It's not that you don't like the person or don't like, there's nothing personal because we're all there to make money. The company do good, we should do good. So that's how it works. It works hand in hand. And I think the union has lost that a little bit. I think it has gotten away from it because the unions are shrinking. So there's more pressure on trying to get good contracts and stuff like that. It's not an abundance thing. It's not a worldwide thing anymore. So it's a lot of stress. But I still think we should have term limits and let's get some fresh new ideas in there. Let's rotate a little bit, after a certain period of time. I don't know how long you think you should be in there because I know a lot of people say, well, I got a lot of experience. Well, you didn't have no experience when you first started. You have to learn, too, as well. So when you go in there new, don't be afraid if you get elected and you're newly in there. You're going to learn. And hopefully some of the ones that have been in there before help guide you along the way because if they benefit from you as well as being a good, strong union leader as well. So let's everybody come together and hopefully we don't have to write no more nasty letters and stuff like that. You know, that's why we elect union officials. If they see something in-house they need to take care of and say, hey, you can't do that. I know you was an elected official, but that's not in our bylaws. And a membership is complaining about it, so let's do something different. So that they're supposed to be the vanguard of that. Don't wait till it's election time and then stuff comes out and everybody throwing mud on each other's face. Because I'm quite sure we all got skeletons in the closet, folks. But like I said before, we all supposed to become a union, and let's all work together, okay? All righty. And I'm going to stay local one more time. Let's talk about our Cavaliers real quick. Very disappointing. Everybody was hyped up. It was Party Central yesterday, Sunday. Our team beat up Miami, and now we're moving on to the next round, folks. So it's going to get tougher, folks. It's not going to be no pushover. We all got to remember Indiana was in the conference finals last year, one game away from NBA finals, and Boston beat them. So they're not a slouch team. They match up with us pretty good. But I think if we play our game and we hit our shots, because you're not going to beat a team that's hitting over 50% of their threes and stuff like that. That's hard to beat. I don't care who you are. Superman can't do that. Michael Jordan can't do that when a whole team is just shooting the lights out. So we just need to tighten up our defense a little more. And also we need to make shots. We missed a lot of threes. And what the old saying is, you win by the three and you die by the three. If the three is not working, I think we need to do some more pick and rolls, drive to the hole. We got those two centers up there that's very mobile. We need to feed them the ball a little bit till our shooting get back. So it's just one game, folks, but we have to win the next game. I don't care what none of these sports writers and talk shows say. We have to win the next game because it's not a good feeling going down 0-2 in somebody else's house. Even if we win one in their house and we down 0-2, they still got the edge. So it is a must game. So let's not kid ourselves. This is hard hat conversations. We're gonna talk to two. I love my Cavaliers and my Cleveland team. All right, folks, let's go national a little bit. Real quick, they're talking about the jury selection for the P. Diddy, or is it Sean Diddy Combs? You know what I'm talking about. The rap mogul, the music guy. They're doing the jury selection for his sex trafficking case. So that's going on right now. So we'll see how that goes. Once they select that, they say the trial should last a few weeks or so, So we'll see what goes on with that. Some of the facts will come out and stuff like that, As I always say, what they say in the old Spider-Man movies too. And I read this I'm a comic book collector. I read this in one of my old when Spider-Man first started. What's that old saying? With great power comes great responsibility. So when you have a lot of wealth and stuff, there's a lot of responsibility. And call me whatever you call me. I think when you have a lot of wealth, you're supposed to share some of that wealth to help out others. Not saying that you should live in the streets and stuff, but you have so much wealth that you don't know what to do with it. You need to start helping folks. Start helping folks. Get out there and do one-on-ones and stuff like that. If you want to give to a little bit of organization, that's fine. But the best feeling is when you go out there yourself. Get your own hands dirty. Don't let nobody else do your dirty work and get out there and do all the stuff. Get out there yourself. I tell you what, you'll feel blessed and you'll feel so much better. And I tell you, it's a wonderful feeling because you don't have to have a lot of money to help people. We know that. And let's not try to love money. We know need money to exist in this world. Give Caesar's his, but give God's his if you believe in God. So we all understand all that concept and stuff like that. But, at the end of the day, we have to enjoy humankind. So that's all I got to say on that, folks. So I want everybody to enjoy the rest of your Monday evening. I'm going to watch the New York Knicks play the Boston Celtics tonight. And hopefully it'll be a good game and an exciting game because I like sports. I like all kind of different sports. Some I like more than others, but I can watch anything. So let's have a good night. Let's have a safe night. Everybody get together. Don't forget local 1050 UAW in Cleveland. Get out there and vote, and don't say your vote don't count. It don't count when you don't vote. Peace.